Yo, what up, guys? Travic here. And today I want to talk about some of the biggest news to Path of Exile 2's early access. Just the other day, we got a huge announcement coming along that Path of Exile 2 was going to have patch 0.11, and yesterday we indeed got that information. First and foremost, a lot of you guys have been messaging me, are we getting nerfed? To the best of my knowledge, we are not getting nerfed. One of the biggest things that Jonathan talked about in the patch that he did a video on yesterday was all kinds of awesome improvements to the game, and there was no real mention of nerfs. Now, granted, when the patch notes come out, things could possibly change, and there could be something that's uninteracted or not meant to happen, and something can break, and something could indeed get nerfed. But by the sounds of it, we are not getting nerfed. GGG put out this announcement and then put out this fantastic little 7-minute short video talking about some of the most awesome things that are coming to Path of Exile 2. Things are including there's not going to be an economy reset for this patch or a new league. Eventually, we will get new content that will warrant a reset in the economy and a reset in the league. And by reset, I mean your character goes from where it is now into standard. It will not be deleted because a bunch of people think it's going to be deleted, and it's going to be like a Diablo 3 league or a normal Path of Exile league where your character moves from the realm that it's in into a standard realm, and you can create a new character in the new realm and play fresh with everybody if you choose to, or you can continue to play your old character. There's going to be no nerfs, like I mentioned, and there's all kinds of awesome, wonderful changes. Some of those include new map towers, strong boxes are getting changed, there's going to be fixing on clutter, there's going to be easier to see explosions, you're going to be able to zoom on your atlas, all kinds of absolutely mind-blowing things that are going to make PoE 2 absolutely fantastic. But the big takeaway is, monks, we're safe. We're safe. We ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't got a damn thing to worry about. And to all you doomers out there, we're like, ha 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 ha. Your monk is getting nerfed. Ain't shit getting nerfed, bro. We good. We good for now. For now. In a week, though. I don't know about a week, though, but right now we good. But anyways, let's take a look at what Jonathan has to say.
Hi, I'm Jonathan
Hi,
Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2. Well, we're back from our break. We've been playing the game a whole lot, and we've been reading a whole lot of feedback as well. So it's time to assess and work out what we're going to do next. Now, later this week, we'll be releasing PoE 2 0.1.1.
When he says later this week, we all know that's like tomorrow. Like we all know it's coming tomorrow.
This is a patch designed to address the concerns that we can address relatively quickly without needing to create a new league or a new economy just yet.
I love this. I love that they're willing to do this and fix problems. And I also love that they're willing to say, like, there will eventually be an economy
In this
reset.
video, we'll be going over some of the issues we've identified.
I think that's
and
great.
what we're planning on doing about them. It's worth stressing that just because a specific issue isn't on this list doesn't mean that we're not aware of it or that it isn't going to get addressed. It just means that we either can't fix the problem quickly or we can't do so without the need for a new economy. One of the major areas that needs a lot of attention is the base experience of mapping. We've made a lot of changes here. First, in-game maps have received a balance pass to the number of monsters, number of chests, number of magical rare monsters, number of essences, strongboxes, and precursor artifacts. You should generally find maps more rewarding than before.
That's awesome.
Maps
I can't
generally
wait.
specialize in one or more of these elements that they will be particularly rewarding in. Now, towers are a thing that's very important for players to run often, but we only had one of them. We wanted to add more variety here as soon as possible, so we've added 4 more tower maps. Alpine Ridge, Sinking Spire, Bluff, and Mesa.
I love that Mesa's a tower. I'm also not sold on towers being the best thing ever. But like I said, big changes coming to the Path of Exile. I'm curious to see where they go with this.
We've also redone the existing Lost Towers map to make playing there less boring.
Nice.
We're now also spawning more maps with bosses.
Great.
The rate was
Perfect.
intended to be 1 in 4 maps, but in reality the rate was much lower due to some maps being unable to spawn bosses. We've increased the rate to compensate for this issue so that we can get the actually intended rate. We're also adding a new type of tablet that allows you to
This is great. This is fantastic.
add bosses to your maps with its own mod pool. Strongboxes also needed some love. They now spawn monsters faster, have a less annoying fog effect, and have also received changes to the timings and effects of the mods on them. Now, let's talk about visibility of effects. Many maps had too much clutter, preventing effects on the ground from rendering, causing you to be unable to see and dodge them.
Oh my god.
It both changed the level of clutter on some maps, and has changed some effects to make sure that they are always visible. In addition, elemental explosion effects have had visibility improved, stick around for longer before they explode, and disappear without exploding if a rare monster dies.
See, the fact that they're willing to address this is such good news, man. Oh, I love this.
Volatile plants are also way easy to see before they explode. Now we've also increased the zoom level on the Atlas, done a pass on various terrain collision issues in many maps. We've also improved the load times of opening the world map and Atlas panel. And we also now show the biome of a map on the hover for it. For other in-game content systems, we're focusing on getting all the rewards in line with what they should be. For Delirium, we recently fixed a bug.
What I really want to know is, where's Blight? How come there's no Blight? Where are you giving me Blight? I want my Blight. Where's my Blight, bro? Bro, please.
Which caused Delirium monsters to just not spawn after the starting part. And we've also buffed the rate of simulacrums dropping by 20% to make it more in line with the rate of finding the Expedition and Ritual bosses.
Nice.
For Ritual, we've made Omens now appear in the Ritual Tribute window
60% more often. Oh my god.
60% more often. For Expedition,
awesome.
we've improved the rarity from the shops. But we'll be wanting to make
Wait, I have a question. Have any of you guys actually used the Expedition currency to gamble rares? Have any of you guys actually interacted with this? I think I played with this on day one and then never touched it again. Have you guys any good stories about like literally using the Expedition guys to like make any cool
changes
stuff?
To the rewards for this league later on. Now, one of the major concerns that we're often seeing is that getting to play Pinnacle content just takes too long, and that when you do finally get there, you only get one attempt and don't get a chance to learn the boss. In order to address these concerns, we're making the following changes. First, we're making the Citadel spawn closer to the center of the Atlas, and we've also added an effect so you can see them in the fog of war from further away. This makes them much easier to find.
Fantastic.
To address the problem of only having one attempt, on the Arbiter of Ash you will now get up to 6 respawn attempts. Respawns can only be triggered by the person who put in the keys, and everyone in your party will be respawned at the same time. Leaving the map still forfeits your attempt, so you'll still need to fight the boss with the build you walked into the map with. Higher difficulties of the boss will lower the number of respawn attempts you get, but you should know the mechanics of the fight by then, right? Now, we'll also be adding respawns to other Pinnacle content as well over time. Another thing that players have noticed is that there are less keys from Faradin Citadels on the market, and thought that it was because the Citadel spawns less often. It turns out though that this is just because the boss kills players more often than the others. We made a few changes to that boss to bring it in line with the other bosses.
This guy was such a pain too. Of course he killed everybody.
A lot of people have reported that many of our unique items are feeling underwhelming. Uniques are often designed to be build enabling at high levels, even if they're low level uniques. But we realized that we do need to make sure that more uniques feel powerful when you first get them at low levels too. In this patch, we are buffing.
I looked at some of these, I don't know, man. I looked at some of these, like, I still don't think I'd use them, but I mean, I don't know. I've looked at, I don't know. I'm excited for everything. I'm glad they're revisiting old uniques that don't do anything, but they still feel like they do nothing.
A lot of uniques. These changes should make finding uniques at lower levels a lot more fun, and make subsequent character playthroughs more fun too, when you have some great uniques to use. We're also changing a few other things to make finding rares better at higher levels too. First, we're changing mod weightings a bit to make sure that there are less bad mods.
That's cool.
Another fix is making high tier items no longer cull the highest tier modifier of a given mod type. This bug caused bows and crossbows to not spawn with attack speed at tier 5 rarity, and rings to not spawn with life at tier 5 rarity. Another change we're making is to make it so that socketables such as runes can now be overwritten with another socketable.
This is the best change ever. The best change ever.
Runes can now be overwritten with another socketable. Now, as we continue to play, we still find many balance anomalies with specific monsters or bosses that can be nasty if you encounter them. This patch contains a pass adjusting a large number of those monsters and bosses. We'll save the full list for the patch notes, but there are a significant number of changes here that should address many cases where monsters or bosses felt too hard in certain circumstances. Here are a few examples to get a taste of what kind of changes you can expect. The Silver Fist Commander roll now does a lot less damage.
That's good.
Plague Bearer's Detonate Dead can no longer be used from off screen and has better telegraphing.
Fantastic.
Forsaken Miners throw less grenades, have improved visuals, and deal less damage.
Those
And
guys
Lost
suck.
Men Zealots can no longer meteor you from off screen either, as well as many other changes just like those. One of the big issues for players on consoles
Well,
is that the
console
web-based
players,
item
item
filter system is
filters?
currently not working. This means that they can't use item filters like the PC users can. For 0.1.1, we'll be enabling the same system that PoE 1 has, which allows you to subscribe to item filters on the website. For now, this will be done on the PoE 1 website to allow us to get this feature out as fast as possible. Later on, we'll improve the user experience of this and put it on the Path of Exile 2 website. This patch also contains a bunch of other smaller changes and bug fixes that I'm sure you guys will appreciate, like buffing armor and scavenged plating, showing the number of uses left in your charms, as
That's
well as an
pretty good.
effect when they trigger,
That's pretty good.
The Song of the Exiles.
fixing the music that Una was supposed to play in town, and plenty of other little fixes and improvements throughout the game. Now, we have a
Damn,
huge
they have
amount
such
of much
good
more
music,
meta-shifting
man.
changes that we know we want to make. And one of the best things about having the game in early access with the endgame is that we now have a much better idea of where we want character power to be and what the balance of bosses and monsters should be relative to that. But those types of changes are going to have to wait until we are ready to make a new league with a new economy for people to play in.
Yes.
That's still a little while away
Oh.
yet, but in the meantime, we'll be continuing to identify things that are causing frustration and try and address them. I want to thank you guys for playing and hope to be doing more of these in the future. Later.
That was awesome. That was great.
On
That was
Path of-
great. That was fantastic. So Citadels in the Fog of War, better omens, respawns on bosses, better world load times, biomes, no nerfs, future leagues, better strong boxes, runes are resocketable, filters for everybody, armor buffed, leveling uniques rebalanced. I guess we're excited about that. But everything is crazy about. It's so crazy that they're able to do so many changes so fast, and it gives me so much hope for the game. The game is already great, and it's in like the worst state it's ever going to be in, and it's only going up from here. I'm really excited. I'm very thrilled. I'm so happy. I can't wait. And I'm just very grateful for the team being able to do so much as fast as they can. And I really, really, really looking forward to the future of Path of Exile 2. And this patch gives me so much hope. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait. But for now, we're not getting nerfed. I hope, fingers crossed. Endgame experience should be better. This patch will be out this week, so we can just grind our hearts out and we can change our runes. This will allow us to be able to buy some of them bad war staves that people just like put fizz runes in. Oh, the fizz rune staves. Oh no. But friends, if you haven't seen this update and this is the first time you're getting to watch it, let me know. Are you excited? Are you not excited? How do you feel about Path of Exile 2 going forward? Are we logging in? Because I am super excited. Anyways, friends, I'm gonna get this update out to you guys. I'm gonna let you guys know there's gonna be no nerfs, and if anything does change or we do get nerfed, we'll figure it out. We'll overcome. We won't even stress. We won't even worry. But for now, friends, I'm gonna get this video out to you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.